Hi everyone, welcome to Pearl's Kitchen. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up, press the red button to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified for my upcoming video. It's all free. Thank you. The answer to much anxiousness is the adoration to God. Amen. Today I'm going to show you how to make beef junglee pulao. I did make a lamb junglee pulao a few years ago, but some of my viewers had problems with the volume. So I'm going to make this again with a slightly different version. So here are the ingredients. Okay, in this pot I've got 2 ladles of oil, and here I've washed the rice, basmati rice, and I've got 2.5 mugs that I've washed and soaked it half an hour ago. And in here I've got 1.5 kilos of beef with bones in it as well, and I've put 5 mugs of water. So the same mug that you're going to use the rice with, the same amount of stock. So if it's 2.5 mugs of rice, so stock should be little bit less than 5 mugs. So I've got 4, in total we need the stock is 4 3/4. So if it's less, we'll add some more water later. The rest of the ingredients over here, I've got 2 large onions that are chopped, and I've got 4 to 5 small green chillies that I'm leaving whole. And in here to put in the meat, I've got around a half an inch of ginger that I've grated, and 2 cloves of garlic, or for Indian garlic it'll be 4 cloves of garlic. Got 1 teaspoon of salt to go in the meat. I've got around 6 cloves, that's long, and 1 Tsp, that's Bayleaf. And the rest of the ingredients over here, I've got around 8 to 10 stalks of curry leaves. My curry leaves looks dry because I've taken it out from the freezer, because here I have to buy and put in the freezer. In India I've got a tree of curry patta. So, and here I've got some dalchini, that's cinnamon sticks, around 5 to 6 cinnamon sticks. Kali ilaichi, that's black cardamom. I've got 5 that I've pressed and popped open. I've got half a teaspoon of black peppercorns and kali mirch, and I've got half a teaspoon of cloves, and that's long again. I've got 4 or 5 bay leaves again to go in there, and I've got 3 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste to go in there. Got 3 large tomatoes chopped, and here for the masalas I've got half a teaspoon of Kashmiri Mirch for color, and I've got 1 teaspoon of turmeric and 1 teaspoon of mustard powder, that's rye powder, and I've got 2 teaspoons of cumin powder, that's jeera powder, and 2 teaspoons of hot chili powder. And you could use less if you don't want it hot, but junglee pulao comes hot, tasty when it's nice and spicy. And I've got 4 teaspoons of dhania powder, that's coriander powder, and we need some salt to taste. Okay, we're going to boil the meat first. We need to cook the meat 75%, so keep an eye on it. If you're making it in the pot, boil it till it's not completely soft, so leave it a little bit underdone, because it has to cook with the rice as well. And if you're cooking it in the pressure cooker, then just cook it for 7 minutes after the first whistle. But we're going to put the grated ginger garlic in there, cloves, and the salt and the bay leaf. And then you're going to put the lid on, and now cook the meat 75%. Okay, as soon as your oil gets hot, we're going to put the onions first. Only the onions, and now you fry the onions till they get golden brown. Okay, now you can see the onions are starting to get golden. As soon as it starts to get slightly golden, put the green chilies. And now take half the curry leaves, only put half because the other half we'll add later. And keep stirring it, and then put all the dry garam masala in there, bay leaves and stuff. And keep stirring it. And then we're going to add the ginger garlic. And just put a little bit of water so you rinse off all the ginger garlic. Now you need to fry this ginger garlic for at least 3 to 4 minutes till the rawness goes. Okay, the ginger garlic's had its 3 minutes. Now we're going to put all the masala, the dry ingredients, and put a drop of water. And now you have to bhunjo the masala for at least 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, I've been frying my masalas now for nearly 6 minutes. I added a few drops of water now and then while stirring it, and it's a good thing to do the masalas separately while the meat is boiling in my pressure cooker, so you get two things done at the same time. So after around 5 to 6 minutes of frying the masalas, you need to add first the rest of the curry leaves, give that a stir, and then you put the tomatoes. Now you need to fry the tomatoes in the masala till the tomatoes get nice and mushy. That should also take around 6 to 7 minutes. Okay, my junglee pulao masalas are done now. It's been frying for the last 6 to 7 minutes. You can see all the tomatoes are mushed up and lovely smells coming from there now. And meat's done as well. Meat's 75% cooked. So now you take a slotted spoon and you separate the meat because we need to measure the stock. So take out all the meat and keep separate. Okay, now we've separated the meat from the stock. So now we have to make sure that we measure the water, the stock. So we had 2.5 mugs of same mug. You can see it says Pearl's Kitchen and it says subscribe, so please keep subscribing. So I used this mug and there was 2.5 mugs of rice, basmati rice, so we'll need 4 3/4 of the stock. So all I'm going to do is measure this, and if it's less then I'll just top it up with water. So we need 4 3/4 of this mug of stock. Okay, now we're going to just assemble the junglee pulao. Now I've drained off the rice. So the rice is there, the meat is there, and that's the 4 3/4 mugs of stock. And my masalas are done. So now we're going to first put the meat in the masala. And fry it till it coats, all the masala goes around the meat. And then I'm going to add the rice. And now we have to put the salt. Remember, there is 1 teaspoon of salt in the meat, and you need to put salt to taste. So around another 2 teaspoons of salt. I'll now fry the rice as well till the masala gets coated, and then we're going to add the stock. Okay, this needs frying for a minute, and now I'm going to add the stock. It smells lovely. I did tell you before, this is my most favorite dish ever. Okay, now we're going to add the stock. Okay, now you need to let this come to a boil, and once it comes to a boil then I'll tell you what to do. We'll put it on the dum, but first we're going to wait for it to start to boil. Okay, you can see now it's starting to bubble. So as soon as it starts to boil, you put this gas off because I'm using the back burner because it's a slower burner. Because this is very high. And now I've talked to you about this before. This is a dum mesh. So if you've got this, use it. If you don't have it, then make sure your gas is on the lowest possible. And then I'm going to take tin foil and I'm going to put that on top of that. And then I'm going to put the lid back. And now this is going to go onto that mesh at the back. And now I'm not going to open this at all. Now it depends on the rice. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes, sometimes it takes 35 minutes. So I'm going to not touch this for 35 minutes. And I'll see you then. That's our junglee pulao has had its 35 minutes. So just going to have a look at it. Wow. Smells lovely, looks beautiful. Now all we have to do is dish it out. That's our delicious junglee pulao ready. It smells so delicious and every grain is separate, so it's ready to be taken onto the table. You could take out all the garam masala before you serve it, or you could cook this junglee pulao with putting the garam masala in a muslin cloth, but I prefer to put it directly into the junglee pulao. Now this junglee pulao can be eaten with raita or side salad, pampadums or pickle. This really is my most favorite Anglo Indian dish. You give it a go, try it and write on your comments what you think about it and pass my link to your family and friends. And I shall see you next time with some more delicious cooking. But until then, may God go with you and give you his peace.